Are you ready to enjoy music again? Stay right there for Neon Music Country Legacy with Randy Moore.
Thank you very much, Bert. Welcome to Neon Music Country Legacy. My name is Randy C. Moore, and I'm your host. Now it's time to get the music started. A million stars were in the sky, 4 a.m. on the 5th of July. We headed out to Toledo Bend, me and Daddy going fishing again. He said we'll be there in an hour or so. Charlie Rich was on the radio. I said, I hope that we get lucky today. He nodded his head and I heard him say, if the good Lord's willing and the mercury runs, we'll be on the water before the sun. With rods, reels, and spinner baits, we'll cast our troubles out into the lake. 'Cause life is a whole lot better when the fishing's fine, and there's a little bit of heaven at the end of that line. Now we pulled into Choctaw Camp, eased that bass boat down the ramp. I held the rope while he parked the truck. I called myself waking up. He got us out to our honey hole. How he finds it, I never know. I said, all these trees look alike. He said, son, you can trust an old Indian guide. When the good Lord's willing and the mercury runs, we'll be on the water before the sun. With rods, reels, and spinner baits, we'll cast our troubles out into the lake. 'Cause life is a whole lot better when the fishing's fine, and there's a little bit of heaven at the end of that line. Now when I think about my daddy, I think about fishing, and I think about fishing every day. When I die and leave this place, I want to see my daddy's face, saying, get the rods and reels, son, we're heading to the lake. A million stars were in the sky, 4 a.m. on the 5th of July. We headed out to Toledo Bend, me and Daddy going fishing again. La 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 la. Come on, let's go fishing. La 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 la. Grab the rods and reels, how does it feel? Son, don't you wanna go fishing? Daddy, I wanna go fishing. I'm your host, Randy C. Moore, and you're listening to Neon Music Country Legacy.
Larry got your Chevy out on the highway, both barrels wide open. He tolerated his mean drunk for the last time. Brown hair blowing, late night radio, both windows wide open. Praying your road gets better on down the line. Mary, where are you going? Full moon, headlights are glowing. The sky in your life's wide open. Mary, don't be mistaken. Someone is patiently waiting, and he's got love for the taking. fix that heart that's broken. Come on in, my door's wide open. Remember when I said if it ever came to this, my line is wide open. Well, I meant every word is true. Yeah, and what you gonna find if you come knocking in? My arms wide open. Loving you right is all I wanna do. Mary, where are you going? Full moon, headlights are glowing. The sky and your life's wide open. Oh, Mary, don't be mistaken. Someone is patiently waiting, and he's got love for the taking. Don't just stand there wishing and hoping for someone to fix that heart that's broken. Come on in, my door's wide open. Mary, don't be mistaken. Someone is patiently waiting, and he's got love for the taking. Don't just stand there wishing and hoping for someone to fix that heart that's broken. Come on in, my door's wide open. My door's wide open. Larry got your Chevy out on the highway, both barrels wide open.
That was Steve Dean with his song Wide Open. Hey everybody, glad you're with us today on Neon Music Country Legacy. I'm your host, Randy C. Moore. Today's show is going to be an hour-long spotlight on our neon feature and hitmaker, Steve Dean. Now, Steve's going to be joining us in the Legacy studio today to give us insight and delight on his fantastic music. So let's get started with that country supergroup Alabama and their recording of Steve Dean's Southern Star.
Oh, Southern Star, how I wish you would shine and show me the way to get home. Well, I'm blue-collar branded and stuck in a mill. Hard work is a way of life for me. Well, I'm too young to live like I'm over the hill, and too old to be wild and free. My heart is homeward bound. I'm rolling with a feeling and I can't slow down. I need a guiding light shining down to lead me through the night. Oh, Southern Star, how I wish you would shine and show me the way to get home. You play me one more song and let my mind just go and drift away. Now we all have a dream and a place where we belong, somewhere we can go and escape. My heart is homeward bound. I'm rolling with a feeling and I can't slow down. I need a guiding light I wish you would shine and show me the way to get home. Southern star, how I wish you would shine and show me the way to get home.
Hello, everybody. This is Steve Dean. Thanks for tuning in. Today, I'd like to talk with you about some of the songs I have had recorded in my career. My dad is responsible for me moving to Nashville. He suggested that I come over here and get some established artists to record my songs. One night at the Grand Ole Opry House for a TV taping, I got to see a lot of the great artists from the early 80s like June and Johnny, Conway and Loretta, Dolly Parton, but that particular night a group named Alabama came out and sang a song called Old Flame. The light bulb went off in my head thinking, this is what my dad's talking about. I need to get a song to Alabama. Well, 9 years later, I did get that song to Alabama. It became a #1 song, a song I co-wrote with Roger Murrah and Rich Alves. It also became the title track to the Southern Star CD.
You're listening to
The Legacy.
Neon Music Country Legacy.
A Rose in the Sand. This goes way back in my catalog to about 1984, and I co-wrote this song with my friend Frank Myers. The first recording of it actually was on a group called The Shop. It was a total surprise when we got the call that Gene Watson was recording it too. Just love to hear Gene Watson sing, and he did a great job on this song.
Your beauty's like a rainbow that God made with his hands. Your love's the answer to the prayers of once a loveless man. Lady, you're a ray of hope on the darkest night. You were such a welcome sight to lost and lonely eyes. Like a rose in the sand, a lighthouse on the stormy sea, reaching out a hand. You're a special lady to an ordinary man, like a rose in the sand. Your satin skin is pleasing for calloused hands to touch. Your eyes do all the talking when the words don't say enough. And when the road is rocky and life is hard to bear, I make it through the longest day just knowing you were there. Like a rose in the sand, a lighthouse on the stormy sea, reaching out a hand. You're a special lady to an ordinary man, like a rose in the sand. Like a rose in the sand, a lighthouse on the stormy sea, reaching out a hand. You're a special lady to an ordinary man, like a rose in the sand.
Daddy's will was stronger than the winds of a hurricane.
steady as a stone wall, never did hear him complain. There were times when we had nothing but the hope in his eyes. His spirit went unbroken, and his faith was never tried. Daddy's will held us together, determined he would make a better life for us all. He sacrificed unselfishly so our dreams could be fulfilled. But then again, Daddy's will. Got a sister on the West Coast, another who lives back east. I moved up to Nashville, where I'm living out my dreams. But we all stay in touch these days, talking on the line about how hard it is raising kids. And we're reminded of those times when Daddy's will held us together, determined he would make a better life for us all. He sacrificed unselfishly so our dreams could be fulfilled. But then again, Daddy's will. I won't forget the summer when Daddy passed away. Mama opened up the safe and read the will he made. It said, our family fortune lies within our hearts. Then our eyes filled with tears, but no one fell apart. 'Cause Daddy's will, it held us together, determined he would make a better life for us all. He sacrificed unselfishly so our dreams could be fulfilled. But then again, Daddy's will. Until the end, you know Daddy's will.
Billy Dean and I met years and years ago, and we started writing together, and he came in with this idea that I thought had an amazing twist on the word will. The song is called Daddy's Will. Will as in strength and holding the family together, and also the will, which was left behind after he passed. I really love this song. Billy and I joke around a lot, and we say that we're 32nd cousins.
You're listening to
The Legacy.
Neon Music Country Legacy.
Yeah.
I got my first #1 record with Hearts Aren't Made to Break, They're Made to Love by Lee Greenwood. We had 15 minutes left in a demo session, and we were trying to get this song recorded before the end of the session. I said to the producer, I said, man, this band could get this song in one take. So they came in, charted the song out, and we still had a few minutes to spare. Roger Murrah, my co-writer on the song, sang lead, and I sang the harmony. Later at the #1 party, Lee Greenwood told me he was a little miffed at me because he had to hire harmony singers for the live shows. Then he laughed. We all got a good laugh out of that.
Oh, it tears me up when you go all to pieces. You're crying, I say you've been hurt enough. Trying hard don't always make it easy, 'cause hearts aren't made to break, they're made to love. Lately all I do is think about you. It's weighing like a stone inside my mind. And I know I've taken you for granted and left your heart hanging on the line. Oh, it tears me up when you go all to pieces. You're crying, I say you've been hurt enough. Trying hard don't always make it easy, 'cause hearts aren't made to break, they're made to love. And your love is finally getting to me. I can't believe the things I've done. And still you're standing here beside me, the fool and the faithful one. Oh, it tears me up when you go all to pieces. You're crying, I say you've been hurt enough. Trying hard don't always make it easy, 'cause hearts aren't made to break, they're made to love. Oh, hearts aren't made to break, they're made to love.
Sometimes we're friends, sometimes we're strangers. Though there are tears, there's always love. It hurts when you cry, words thrown in anger. Warm feelings run deep, but that's not enough. It takes a little rain to make love grow. It's a heartache and the pain that makes a real heart show. Where the sun always shines, there's a desert below. It takes a little rain make love grow. Hearts disagree, then they grow closer. Honesty wins when it's someone you trust. Forever takes time. True love is never over. It's filled with new stars. Just look at us. It takes a little can't come in, then let me just talk to you through the door. I'm a man without a place, lost and looking for a trace of the warm and tender love we had before. I closed every door behind me, shook my shoes and walked away, turned my back on you and everything I had. Yesterday, it's a long, hard road that leads back from the point of no return, and I'm just looking for one bridge I didn't burn. This river looks so wide, standing on the lonely side, and wishing I could be back home again. I'd do anything at all just to find a way across, and to know that you forgive the fool I've been. I closed every door behind me, shook my shoes and walked away, turned my back on you and everything I had. Yesterday, it's a long, hard road that leads back from the point of no return, and I'm just looking for one bridge I didn't burn.
As far as all my friends can tell, I took her leaving well. That's kinda right, 'cause when I'm out with them, I don't let her memory rule the night. For the most part, I'm okay, but I still miss her in a roundabout way. Around about the time that midnight rolls around, that's around about the time my tears start falling down. But she's not around, I come unwound, and my heart breaks. Yeah, I still miss her in a roundabout way. I no longer sit alone 4 hours by the phone, wishing she would call. And just the other day, I took her smiling face down off my wall. I've come a long
That was the King, George Strait, with Roundabout Way. Before that, we heard Conway with One Bridge I Didn't Burn, and we started out with the Oak Ridge Boys on It Takes a Little Rain to Make Love Grow. All right, we're in the middle of our Neon feature with hit songwriter Steve Dean. And here's Steve to tell us about a great Waylon Jennings song that he had recorded.
The first time I heard Waylon Jennings singing my song, Shadow of a Distant Friend, I think I was in shock. Earlier, before I moved to Nashville, my Uncle Don was telling me about Waylon Jennings and saying, you need to check Waylon Jennings out. He's going to be something. So when I got the song recorded by Waylon, I called my uncle and said, hey, Uncle Don, I just got a song recorded by Waylon Jennings. And he said, Steve, you've made it in the music business. So sometime later, after the album had been out, Waylon Jennings was in our publishing company, and I had a copy of the record there. And so I went over to Waylon and I said, Waylon, my uncle told me that since I got a Waylon Jennings cut that I've made it in the music business. Would you please autograph this album to him? He goes, sure. What's his name? And I said, Don. He wrote, To Don. Too bad about your nephew, Waylon. So I had it framed, of course, and it's still hanging at my uncle's house in his office.
Shadow of not just someone that I think about from time to time. Girl, you're on my mind a lot, non-stop. You're not just a picture on my wall, not just someone that I call right before I fall asleep. Baby, you are the song that's playing in my head, the best book I ever read, and all the passion that exists. Every kiss, you are the little whisper in my ear that says the things I love to hear. It's all the essence in my heart. You are. You're more than just someone I see when I need some company. I want you with me a lot, non-stop. You're more than words could ever say, more than a poet could convey. But I'll try anyway, just so you know you are the song that's playing in my head, the best book I ever read, and all the passion that exists. Every kiss, you are the little whisper in my ear that says the things I love to hear. It's obvious it's in my heart. You are. You are the song that's playing in my head, the best book I ever read, and all the passion that exists. Every kiss, you are the little whisper in my ear that says the things I love to hear. It's obvious who's in my heart. You are. Oh, girl, you are.
That was John Michael Montgomery with You Are, another great Steve Dean co-write. Okay, here's Steve once again to give us a cool story about Rodney Atkins.
I had a writing appointment set up with Rodney Atkins and Brian White on a Thursday, usually about 11. The night before, on a Wednesday, unbeknownst to me, Rodney was rehearsing a song called Going Through Hell, and he noticed that his little boy was singing along with him. Going through hell. Well, the song hadn't been recorded yet, so Rodney said, "Son, listen, when you go to school tomorrow, you cannot sing that song." "Why, Dad?" "Well, because it hasn't been recorded yet, and nobody's heard it, and the teacher will think you're saying a bad word." "Okay, Dad." Off to bed he went. Well, the next morning I got a phone call from Rodney. It said, "Steve, this is Rod. I'm going to be a little late to the writing session today. I've got to go up to the school." My little boy was singing Going Through Hell, and he had the whole 4-year-old class singing with him. So I got to go put some fires out. I said, "Rodney, that's all fine, good, man. Brian and I both have sons, and we get it. We'll just be waiting for you when you get here." When he got to the writing appointment and told us that story, we just had to write Watching You. Watching You was the most performed song on country radio in 2007. In 2017, Billboard came out with the 100 greatest songs of all time. Watching You came in at number 37. And Country Air Check magazine named Watching You the song of the decade in 2017.
Driving through town, just my boy and me, with a Happy Meal in his booster seat, knowing that he couldn't have the toy till his nuggets were gone. A green traffic light turned straight to red. I hit my brakes and mumbled under my breath. His fries went a-flying and his orange drink covered his lap. Well, in my 4-year-old said a 4-letter word. It started with S, and I was concerned. So I said, son, now where'd you learn to talk like that? He said, I've been watching you, Dad, ain't that cool? I'm your buckaroo, I wanna be like you and eat all my food and grow as tall as you are. We got cowboy boots and camo pants, yeah, we're just alike, hey, ain't we, Dad? I wanna do everything you do, so I've been watching you. Got back home and I went to the barn. I bowed my head and I prayed real hard. Said, Lord, please help me help my stupid self. Then this side of bedtime later that night, turning on my son Scooby-Doo night light. He crawled out of bed and he got down on his knees. He closed his little eyes, folded his little hands, spoke to God like he was talking to a friend. And I said, son, now where'd you learn to pray like that? He said, I've been watching you, Dad, ain't that cool? I'm your buckaroo, I wanna be like you and eat all my food and grow as tall as you are. We like fixing things and holding Mama's hand. Yeah, we're just alike, hey, ain't we, Dad? I wanna do everything you do, so I've been watching you. With tears in my eyes, I wrapped him in a hug. Said, my little bear is growing up. And he said, but when I'm big, I'll still know what to do. 'Cause I've been watching you, Dad, ain't that cool? I'm your buckaroo, I wanna be like you and eat all my food and grow as tall as you are. By then I'll be strong as Superman, we'll be just alike, hey, won't we, Dad? When I can do everything you do, 'cause I've been watching you. Hey, yeah.
Reba McEntire recorded my song Walk On way back in about 1990, I believe. It was on the album Sweet 16. Walk On was released as the 4th single. There's a great story related to that. There was a girl that worked in the mailroom for Reba that would save letters for me that would come in while the song was popular. And she gave me this one letter from a young lady who had been in a bad car wreck and was paralyzed from the waist down. And the doctor said that she would never walk again. Well, that was very moving, but she said she was going to walk again, and she thanked Reba for the inspiration of the song Walk On, so that it gives her the inspiration to walk again. About 10 years later, in Parade magazine on a Sunday, which Parade comes in the Sunday newspapers, there was an article about your favorite song and what it meant to you 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and 30 years ago. In the column for 10 years, that girl who was paralyzed at the time that Walk On was out, in 2000, she was walking again. That is why we write songs and hope to move and touch people in their lives.
Oh, ain't life wonderful when everything is right? But sometimes wonderful can fall apart sometimes. When your troubles knock you down, pick yourself up off the ground. just stand there in the storm. Walk toward the light till you find the sun, and you'll be better off in the long run. Walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on, walk on, walk There's an 8-lane highway out in LA, headed nowhere. Every day is a rat race, they're fighting for first place. It's like a nightmare. It's a life of mass confusion. It's a heavy load. I'm ready to trade the fast lane for a country road. There's a New York skyline, but there's no sunshine down on Broadway. Watching the stocks rise keeps them paralyzed up on Park Place. It's a Fifth Avenue illusion, digging for the gold. I'm ready to trade the fast lane for a country road. I'm gonna take a turn for the better. It's been a long, hard ride. This can't go on forever. I need a Sunday drive. Let me get behind the wheel before I lose control, and trade this fast lane for a country road. There's a desert sunset I haven't seen yet, just out of Tucson. Down in Hot Springs, Arkansas, you can get an overhaul. I sure could use one. I'm gonna rise above the madness, then I'll be laying low. I'm ready to trade the fast lane for a country road. I'm gonna take a turn for the better. It's been a long, hard ride. This can't go on forever. I need a Sunday drive. Let me get behind the wheel before I lose control, and trade this fast lane for a country road. Come on, get out of the fast lane. Get on the country road. No more fast lane. Give me a country road.
Hey, that was Barbara Mandrell with the Steve Dean song, Fast Lanes and Country Roads. All right, folks, that's going to do it for us today. Hope you enjoyed our Steve Dean Neon Spotlight as much as I did. You can find more out about your friendly neighborhood host at Randy C. Moore Music. That's Randy, initial C, Moore, M-O-O-R-E, Music, on Facebook, or go to randycmoore.com. Hey folks, I want to introduce you to this song of mine right now. It's called Lukenbach. And the thing about Lukenbach is it's just a little bitty place in Texas. And there's two kind of people that go to Lukenbach. There's the kind of people that go there and they say, is this it? And then there's other people that go there and say, this is it. So here's a song for all the folks who say, when they go to Lukenbach, this is it. Here's Lukenbach. to sleep, ending the days like they begun, never dancing to the beat of the drum, leaving me begging the questions I'm asking you now. Do you want to go to Lukenbach, or Waylon and Willie, feeling no pain, or go walking up Dry Walker Road, make a little of it in the summer rain, take another trip to Arizona, watching the sunrise over the mountaintop. When you're in love, it doesn't take a lot, like you was going back to Lukenbach. We've seen tropical beaches full of beautiful people working on tents, but people on top of other people are a traffic jam, taking those selfies, waiting in line, telling their friends this is the life. I hope they never discover where we're going now. Do you want to go to Lukenbach, or Waylon and Willie, or feeling no pain, or go walking up Dry Walker Road, make a little of it in the summer rain, take another trip to Arizona, watching the sunrise over the mountaintop. When you're in love, it doesn't take a lot, like you was going back to Lukenbach, where the complicated tears and the fabricated fears drift away. Forget about yesterday. Come on, baby, let me take you away. Do you want to go to Lukenbach, or Waylon and Willie, or feeling no pain, or go walking up Dry Walker Road, make a little of it in the summer rain, take another trip to Arizona, watching the sunrise over the mountaintop. When you're in love, it doesn't take a lot, like you was going back to Lukenbach. When you're in love, it doesn't take a lot, like you was going back to Lukenbach. We're going back to Lukenbach.
Thank you for listening to Neon Music Country Legacy with Randy Moore. I'm Bert Gagnon. Stay well, stay safe, enjoy music again.